Let's head west for a little sunshine and to check out our college football preview magazine. Our Pac-12 edition is out, and we're covering Bears, Ducks, and talking about replacing stud running backs. Hello, I'm Doug Chapman, and joining me today for our preview is University of Arizona insider and voice of the Wildcats, Brian Jefferies. Now, Brian, let's get right to it. Who's the team in the Pac-12 that's on the rise?
Well, Doug, I'm going to say UCLA. And the Bruins started to show their life last year. And I think a combination of USC's sanctions allowed UCLA to grab some great recruits over the last couple of years and an outstanding coach in Jim Mora Jr. So I'd say UCLA is a team right now that certainly should be a threat to win the Pac-12 South and maybe the Pac-12 championship.
Let's take a look at the Heisman picture. There's some serious contenders out there in the Pac-12. Who do you like?
Well, I think there's two quarterbacks that stand out. Marcus Mariota, certainly of Oregon. He had great numbers last year, 3,600 yards, over 30 touchdowns. He also has the cachet of playing for the Oregon Ducks, one of the hottest teams in college football right now. And then Brett Hundley, the quarterback at UCLA, certainly has to be mentioned as well. Another 3,000-yard passer, and again, with the talent around him, I think he's going to be in the mix.
And now, Brian, it gets really, really hot out in Arizona. I've been there. I've felt it. What coaches are feeling the hot seat in the Pac-12 this year?
Well, Doug, I think really the conference is in pretty good shape right now. Colorado's made a change, so you really can't go there. California had a really tough season under Sonny Dykes. And I got to tell you, I've known Sonny. He was an assistant coach at Arizona some years ago under Mike Stoops. I think he's a quality guy, but, a one-win season. And I think the Bear fans probably right now are wondering, was he the right choice or not? I think he's still got some time to prove himself, but obviously they're going to be looking very closely at Cal.
Now, speaking of Bears, Brian, I was and still am a huge fan of Ka'Deem Carey, who's now with the Chicago Bears. He's no longer at Arizona. Who's going to step up and fill his shoes this season?
That's the million-dollar question, Doug, with the Wildcat football program. You just don't replace Ka'Deem Carey, the all-time leading rusher. His last couple of seasons were phenomenal. There's no other way to put it. So right now it's running back by committee. There's a couple new guys in Zach Green and Pierre Cormier who have a chance to step in. Jared Baker returns from last season. He was seldom used and coming off a knee injury. Those three guys will go into camp with an equal shot. And the hope, like any coach and any program, is that somebody's going to step up before the Cats hit the field in late August.
It will definitely take more than one guy to fill Ka'Deem Carey's shoes. I know Rich Rod's waiting for somebody to step up. Thanks a lot, Brian.
Thanks, Doug.
In honor of Angelina Jolie's new movie, Maleficent, and yes, that is how it's pronounced, we take a look at some of college football's sleeping beauties here on CampusInsiders.com.